about spiking, or we say hitting. That's what most people will say. So I'll say hitting, okay? So you're gonna practice just hitting against the wall for now. Okay, the drill looks kind of like this. You'll basket toss and just slap into the wall. That's all I want you to do. At a higher level, if you have good ball control, I want you to toss with your right hand only. Really high toss, and then to the ground. Okay, if your toss is not great yet, I want you to basket toss with two hands. Okay, so high toss. Okay, so there's a bunch of things to practice with hitting. I want you guys to always step into your hit in this drill. Okay, we don't want to hit right above our head. Okay, where do we hit everything? Where do we set everything? In front of us. Okay, we always want vision. Okay, so if I see a ball right on my head, I need to step back and then step in. Okay, so if it's in my head, step back, step in. Okay, so I don't want to see anybody just hitting balls like this. I just want you to be seeing this weight transfer from the back foot to the front foot. Okay, after I toss that ball, I'm putting up my pointer hand to point at that ball, or just put all my fingers out pointing at that ball. I am drawing back my right. Are we all right-handed? Are you lefty or you're righty? Okay, so everyone's right-handed. Okay, we draw that right hand back. The elbows is back and high. I want to make sure my chest is perpendicular to the wall. So this would be horizontal. This is perpendicular. I want to be open. Okay, so I draw this back. I want to make sure that this is basically a right angle, or a 90-degree angle, okay, like that. And then as I am stepping in, I am taking these hips, turning them. I'm going to see that pivot there, and then I'm going to be bringing this elbow up and high. So it's going to be going up and high by past my ear or at my ear, really close. We want to make sure we're always contacting the ball way above our head. So wherever my elbow is, my hand's going to follow, right? It's going wherever my elbow is. That's just how it works, okay? So if I want to contact high, where's my elbow need to be? Way high, okay? So make sure I'm up here, getting this elbow way up here, and I'm torquing my body. This arm is coming down, and I am hitting the ball high. Your left hand could like do a, people that go, whoo, yeah. That's kind of what that is with your left, is you're just pulling it here, or you can have the fingers out like that, or you can, like, it's almost like in your pocket, but you have to bring that left down. Because as that right comes across, that left has to come down. Let's talk about the actual contact of the ball now. Where we're going to get a lot of power is the whip. The whip is from this point to this point. Okay, we have all these hinges. This is a hinge. This is a hinge, this is a hinge. Every hinge gives us power, okay? First of all, this is gonna give us a lot of power, and now we got our elbow forward, and here is our whip. You guys heard the whip and nay-nay? That used to be a thing back in the day. Not anymore, right? It's this, but they're just spiking a volleyball. That's all they're doing, okay? But this is that whip right there, and then we wanna add one more hinge into our hit, and it's right here. Okay, so this is a hinge to give us a lot of power, and finally we whip over the ball. So whip, final whip. Okay, when we contact the ball, you want to make sure basically this middle knuckle right here, we point at that, touch that, it hits basically in the middle of the ball. Okay, so you want to hit that, and you want to roll over the top of the ball. You want your middle finger basically down farther than all your other fingers, like that. When you're hitting the ball, always snap your wrist. Let that middle finger come down more than the others, okay? I think that's a good habit. Like in basketball, when the guy's shooting a three, what does he usually do after? He does that, right? He's like walking away. You do the same thing as a hitter, right? I want you to practice. We've talked about follow through all day. How do we hold it after we pass? What do we do? Just this. After we set, what do we do? We hold. What do you think after a hit? What do? We hold. Everything is about holding and following through. Okay, so as you're practicing this, watch my wrist at the end. I'm just holding it like that. So you just check yourself. Say, is my wrist looking good? Is my middle finger coming down? And so you got that pop, okay? So make sure you're hearing a good popping sound off the ball, and make sure it's having top spin as you're hitting it. That creates the top spin. The reason we put top spin on the ball is if you hit something and it's going really fast like this, it's going to drop, right? If I hit this ball without top spin, right? That doesn't work. Volleyball, you have to hit in the court. So I want to make sure I hit top spin, and it brings it down. That's why I do top spin in a spike, okay? But as far as serving, we'll talk about later. You just want to float that one. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. You're just going to get your own ball, and just find a place on the ball here, and you'll do a nice side toss, and hit.